Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is going to be on motivation and discipline, which is kind of funny because today is one of those days where I didn't feel like making a video. You know, feel a little off today. Happens. It's going to happen to you. It's normal. Okay, don't freak out about it and think, oh, can't do anything today. I don't feel like doing it. You just have to just do it. You know, just do something, move yourself forward. And, you know, the motivation, if you're just motivating yourself, sometimes it's not easy to do. And motivation can be unreliable, you know, because you can be motivated one day, yeah, let's do it, yeah, you're doing all this good stuff, and next day you're like, I'm not doing nothing. But you have to discipline yourself. That's different. Discipline is doing something even when you're not motivated, or if you don't want to do it, but you know that if you do something, no matter how small it may be, it's going to help you to move forward, help you to get unstuck. You know, so like I just said, what the discipline is, you know, you move even when you feel like you don't want to move. You know, and with discipline, the action creates the emotion, not the other way around. If you're disciplined and you start to do something, then that motivation tends to follow. Once you start doing it, you're like, okay, I can do this. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, I can do this, and you might go a little bit longer than you expected, depending upon what you're using to move yourself forward. And that's something you have to choose for yourself. I make videos. I started writing ebooks. Both things way out of my comfort zones, you know. But some days, like today, didn't feel like doing anything. I don't know. I woke up just in an off mood. It happens. We're human beings. We all have emotions and stuff, but you don't let them control you and suck your motivation out of you. Your discipline. That's where your discipline comes in. You just do it even though you don't feel like doing something. You do something to help yourself move forward. You know, and you don't have to go crazy. You don't have to do something for an hour. You can do it for 5 minutes and say, okay, we're going to stop for a little while. I've done that a lot of times. I'm working on something and it's just like, I got to stop. I'll just stop. I'm going to do 5 minutes and I'm going to stop. Because my brain wasn't there. My focus wasn't there. So do that 5 minutes and I stopped. It's okay. You're still moving forward. You're not doing anything wrong. You're doing what works for you. Especially when you're the only one motivating yourself. And the thing is, as you do this, you will become more disciplined without even realizing it. Because you just start doing things more and more and more and more, and that motivation will come right along with that discipline. So instead of doing something for 5 minutes, all right, now you're doing it for 10 minutes. A week goes by, now you're doing it for 15 minutes. You know, it's like people who are training when they exercise. I'm going to do only 5 minutes. Okay, that's good. It's better than 0. Next week I'm going to do 10 minutes. Okay. Even on those days when you don't feel like it, you still get up and do it. Because once you start doing it, then you're like, okay, good. And then when you're done with it, you're like, glad I did that. Just like today, I didn't feel like making a video. I didn't feel like doing anything, but I was just like, I got to do something to get myself going, to keep myself moving forward. Because you're not going to fail unless you stop. And if you stop, like I said before, if you stop and never, let me rephrase that. If you stop and never start again, that's when you fail. If you stop because you have to, that's fine. For a little while, like I did. But then I came back and started again. So that's not a failure. That's not quitting. That's just regrouping, remotivating myself, and redisciplining myself to do what works for me, to move myself forward. As I said before, there's many different ways of moving yourself forward. You just have to find what works for you. Doesn't matter how small it may be. Doesn't matter. You take one little step at a time to get to where you want to go. Especially if you're younger and stuff like that, because it doesn't matter if I was age. If you want to get out of being stuck. The big one for everybody is they don't want to work for somebody else. They don't, they don't like their job. This is not everybody. This is like the majority thing. Then you find something that you can do to get you unstuck, to get you out of that negative feeling, to motivate yourself, to discipline yourself, to become unstuck. Like I said, this video was about, getting yourself motivated and disciplined. Because motivation sometimes fails you, but that's where the discipline comes in. The discipline will just help carry you along, even when you don't feel like doing anything. Whether it be like myself. If I was writing an ebook, I would think about, okay, I'm going to create one paragraph. Then I'd stop, close it up, and go do something else or refocus my brain. And then there's other days where I'll sit down and spend an hour, 2 hours doing it. It's okay. You're a human being. It's okay to make adjustments to what works for you. Nothing's written in stone. Your discipline has to be flexible as well, because you're going to have those days where your motivation is low, or not even there, but you do something anyway to move yourself forward. I hope this is making sense to people. I hope you get something out of my ramblings here, of my journey here. And that's the whole point of my videos. I want to help to motivate people and show them the look. And there's the guy sitting in a car, who's 60 years old, sitting in a car, talking to people on my phone, making videos. To show people that if I can do it, basic simple things that I have here, then you can do it too. You can get yourself unstuck. And especially if you're younger, you even have more time to do it. So it's okay to take one step at a time to motivate yourself, what works for you, and just build that discipline. So when you have days when you don't feel like doing anything, you actually will do something. So I hope this made sense. Like I said, I hope that people get some little nugget out of my videos here. Like and subscribe, that'll help. And I will see you in the next video.